What's up, everybody? It's Chase here, and today we are going to be going over my updated Nightblade tank. I'm still using Vampire Stage 4, but it ran out earlier, so I'm just going to keep it to show you why I use Vampire Stage 4. Alright, as always, basics. Attributes, put everything into health. 24k resistance. This is the no buffs, 53k health. Last skills, Golden Throw. This is for scribing. My scribe skill, what you need for this is the shield throw, and then you need a taunt. You need Sage's Remedy, and you need a Vitality script. And that's how you make this skill. It's for one-handed shield. Right, so assassinations. You need to get concealed weapon. This is the only passive you need for this skill line. You don't need the others. Alright, for your front bar ultimate. Bolstering Darkness. This will give you major protection. Dark Cloak. This is your burst heal. Let's go to the back bar. Refreshing Path. This is a very important skill to have, because the whole point of this build is that you're always on the move. Which is why I use Vampire Stage 4, because it gives you 50% reduced cost of sprinting. And you need this skill. Down here. Get funnel health. So backbar, siphoning strikes. This is how I got really good sustain and I can block forever. Power extraction. This gives you minor courage, as well as major brutality and sorcery. And the reason why I have this is the damage increase actually helps this build. Not many people know this, but the more spell damage you have, the more healing you do. Alright, so you need Crushing Shock. This is your ranged interrupt. Every passive except for these two for Destruction Staff. You need to get every passive for Heavy Armor, every passive for One-Handed Shield, every passive for Siphoning, and every passive for Shadow. Every passive for Undaunted, Front Bar, Resolving Vigor. And I am an Orc now. Last time I was a High Elf, but I did indeed race change it to an Orc. Okay, so the Orc gets increased experience gain with Heavy Armor skill line by 15%. Increases your crafting inspiration gain by 10%. which is good if you want to be a crafter. Increases max stamina by 1,000, which is good because you're a stamina tank. Increases max health by 1,000, and that is really good because if you look at your burst heal, it scales off your max health. It says when you deal damage, you heal for 2,231 health. This can occur once every 4 seconds. So not a really big cooldown, but it's still useful. This increases weapon and spell damage by 258. Again, that helps because the more spell damage you have, the more healing you do. Not many people are aware of that. And it reduces the cost of sprint by 12%. Increases the movement speed bonus of sprint by 10%. This is why I'm an orc, because of this passive right here. But also the health and stamina help out. But the orc is the only race with this passive. For provisioning, you just need to max this out. Or if you're going to use a food instead of a drink, because I'm using a drink, you can max out this. Backbar ultimate is Perfect Scion. Every passive for the vampire needs to be maxed out. This is why I'm a vampire, because it reduces the cost of sprint by 50%. See. So if you look at the sprint cost, my sprint cost is 385. What if I come over here to this guy? And then bite him. My sprint cost is only 193. Now, let's go over my sets. I'm using 4 pieces of the Warrior Poet set. You can use any one-handed weapon you like. It doesn't have to be a sword. But I'm using it for the max health and the extra armor. And then a shield with infused. By the way, this sword is not going to stay decisive. It's going to be infused with a sustain glyph of any kind. Preferably the one that restores magic and stamina. Or you can do infuse with a crusher glyph. So this one, Warrior Poet's Ice Staff. Warrior Poet's Ring. By the way, I'm gonna put Swift
on all of my jewelry. I'm not done yet. I'm not done with this build, but all the jewelry needs to be swift. For my mythic of choice, I have the Ring of the Wild Hunt. By the way, if you don't have the Ring of the Wild Hunt yet, you can just use a second ring for Warrior Poet. Because it'll give you minor toughness at all times. So, my armor set, I'm wearing Leeching Plate. By the way, every glyph I'm running is gold. I am wearing Leeching Plate for my armor. Reinforced for everything except for my belt and helmet. And then I have Thermalkin. Alright, Leeching Plate comes out of... this set comes out of Vardenfell for Warrior Poet. Leeching Plate comes out of Imperial City Prison Dungeon. And Thermalkin comes out of Fanglair Dungeon. So my helmet and my belt are going to be changed to reinforced. Or no, not reinforced. They're going to be infused. Everything else is reinforced, though. So, champion points.
It is good.
Should probably update it. So that's how much you need. So you need this. Endless Endurance. Arcane Supremacy. Come over here and get this skill, because you're mainly using heal over time abilities. Alright, so we need to get Boundless Vitality, Expert Evasion. Come in here and max this out. Max out Spirit Mastery. Or if you're doing PvP, I would replace Spirit Mastery with Pain's Refuge. Come in here. Max out Hasty and get Celerity. Max out all of these. And then max out Nimble Protector. Guess that concludes it for today's video. I should have done this at the start. You might know everything I'm running if I take my outfit off. Alright, been Chase, and I will see you guys in the next run. Goodbye.